Sawadee Krab. Hello everyone. I hope you are all fine. Have you ever felt that life is unfair to you? Like sometimes you want to do something and something push you back. I have. Today I share you with a story of a person whose life was not so easy as most of the people have. A story of a person whose struggle become his strength. A story of a person whose positive attitude make him perfect even in imperfect situation. The person is me. This is my story. Myself Sharjeel Shakil, I am from Pakistan. I come from a family which is financially unstable with the limited resources. I am the youngest of 5 siblings, but I didn't get the affection as most of the youngest child received. School was no better for me. All my brother and sister went to the school, but I sent to the school alone where I didn't fit in. That was scary for me. And I was bullied how I talk. I was bullied how I looked. That moment was horrible for me. That time could have broken me. But at that time, I learned one thing. We cannot control the response of others. We cannot control how people treat you. But we can control our emotions, our feelings. Because if the world around you is dark, you could be your own light. But this is very difficult for a 9-year-old child to understand these kind of things and to struggle with that kind of emotions. How can I deal with it? I did tell myself, I would be the smiles of someone else's day. Even the world around me didn't smile. It's okay. Who cares? I care myself. So in this way I learned, I being kind to others, I being helpful to others. In this way I learned, either we let the circumstances to define us, or it's we, how we respond to them. I choose to respond with resilience. Despite the bulliness, despite the loneliness, I do what I want to do. I being kind to others, I enjoy my company. That way give me strength to beat these kind of emotions that arise during this. So this is the start of my childhood. My childhood and the start of my life are like this. And as I grew older, life became more tougher. Start with fighting with the emotions that people are ignoring you, and the next phase come when I was in college. In the college, I was surrounded by wealthy students, but I had nothing in common with them. I don't even have a cell phone to connect with anyone, and it is impossible to make friends without these kind of things. But I know that I cannot control this situation because I know my family background, my financial status, that I cannot afford these kind of things. But what can I control at that time was my education. The only thing that I control at that time is my education. So my dream to become a doctor, so I try for it. I try many times, maybe 2 or 3 times, 2 or 3 years, but I failed. At that time, I had to decide whether I let this situation to define me, or I will take action to overcome this. I never let the failure to define me. I never let the negativity to inside my heart. So I shift to another field, the biotechnology. In the start, I didn't know anything about it. But I thought one thing, if it is your path, then walk it with the everything that you have got. Because life always not go smooth and as planned, but if you are dedicated, if you have a potential, you can deal with any kind of a situation if you want. You can do anything. The biggest battle of my life will come when I least expected. During my undergraduate, I diagnosed with the umbilical granuloma, the early stage cancer. It was terrifying. I was scared at that time. But you know what made this situation more worse was my family response, my family negligence. You know what they told me? They said, Shazil is nothing. It's just a little medical emergency. You can focus on your education. You are just overthinking. But inside me, I knew it. Something is bad that I couldn't ignore. This is that day of my life. I had to decide whether I let this fear and this situation to take control of my life, or I had to take action to overcome it. I make decision. I make up my mind. I believe in my gut. I went to the doctor. Facing all the depressful situation that I go through at that time, I underwent a surgery and I beat the cancer at first in the early stage. And after the surgery, my determination will be rise. At that day, I realized how fragile our life is. We cannot expect what's going to happen to you next. Life will test you when you least expect it. But how you respond is decide your future, is make you strong. So, after this situation, what you think? Life stop testing me? No. Because when one phase is end, the second is waiting for you. And the struggling in all of the phase make you strong, build you, it shapes you. So soon after this, I hit by another storm. Life didn't finish testing me yet. Before a month of my final exam, I contracted with hepatitis A and hepatitis E, the rare liver diseases. My liver got inflamed and the pain was unbearable. My doctor suggested me and advised me to take rest, complete bed rest. Skip your exam, freeze your semester and take rest. That situation was quite difficult for me to decide, to take a decision. What can I do now? The same that I did in the past, I never let this situation to ruin my dreams because I am one step away from my dream. I was the top student of my class. How can I give up? I prioritize my health. During the daytime, I follow the strict recovery plan, but at night, I study through my bed, pushing through the discomfort. After 2 weeks, I sat for an exam and I did it. I graduated. I not only graduated, I graduated with the honor of gold medal. That was the moment of my life when I realized that if you want to do something, you can do. Because your struggle makes you powerful. This experience of my life teach me that life is not smooth. Life is not a bed of roses. It's a bed of thorns. And the one who desire, first you have to deserve, then desire. Because someone said that first you deserve, then you desire. So if you want something, if you long for something, so you have to give something. You have to give your best at that thing, then you can got it. This experience of my life not only make me strong, it made me a fighter. And when this phase of my life ends, struggling with the health, struggling with the emotions, soon after the turning point of my life will come. When my family asked me after my graduation that they do not support me financially. They told me to quit your study and do a job. At that time I didn't have anything in my hand. Sometimes you are helpless. So at that time I was helpless. They asked me to quit the study. I quit the study. I went to the Oman. I obeyed them. I go to one of the Gulf country in search of a job. But after 3 months, I come back with the empty handed. Nothing. At that moment, I felt like life shut all the door on me. The depressed moment of my life was start there because I have nothing. My studies stop. As a brilliant student, I want to learn more, but my parents ask me to stop. But some of my friends encourage me that you are a brilliant student. There are a lot of universities all over the world that offer some financial support and scholarship. You should apply over it and go for it. So I make my mind. I start tutoring the high school student. Gather some money, do my IELTS and apply in the several universities. Almost 50 plus scholarship I applied worldwide. But every time I get rejection. But this time I was strong enough to deal with this situation. Already I learned a lot from my life that struggling gives you some fruitful outcome. And then the day come when a lot of universities from the UK give me the acceptance. But I don't even have a money even to support me airfare and accommodation. So I ignore it. But I never take this thing as my failure. I start, there's something better is coming in my life. Something best is waiting for me. I try for it and I will get it. This thing in my mind, this positivity make me strong. And the day arrived when I got an email from Chiang Mai University that, oh, congratulations Sharjeel, you are selected for the fully funded presidential scholarship. That day was a happy moment for my life, and that was a ring bell that when the thing seems impossible, persistence will always open a door for you. So these are the phases of my life in which I do struggle and I get something. I conclude my speech on this. Throughout all these experiences, I learned one thing. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be meaningful. Your imperfection and the obstacle come in life are the things that shape you. Your imperfections are not your weakness. They are the greatest strength. In short, you all are perfectly imperfect, and that what makes you extraordinary. Note down my last word, maybe it will help you. Ever try, ever fail. No matter. Try again, fail better. The word is yours. Treat everyone kindly and lights up the night. Thank you so much. This is your speaker.